Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Naya Gonzalez. Last week's Arctic blast rocked Texas as the state struggled with coronavirus and economic uncertainty. Millions of Texas homes dealing with power and water issues, including restaurants and businesses here in the Brazos Valley. So what about all of that food? Tonight, our Hannah King explains.
Laura Livingston says the massive winter storm devastated her and one of her businesses from all angles, but she insisted on serving everyone in need during the crisis.
As it became apparent that people were out of electricity and out of heat, they didn't have heat in their homes, they didn't have electricity, they didn't have water, and therefore they couldn't make food. It just became an urgent need to be open in order to serve the public.
Livingston says on top of the dangers of the storm itself, the last delivery truck that came in was 10 days ago.
The whole area, all of Houston shut down, and they were unable to get any kind of food delivery out of Houston. So we didn't get a truck for the weekend. We didn't get a truck the entire week that the storm was here. And so, and we lost power at our Jones Crossing location.
The power loss at Jones Crossing made them throw out all of the food in the refrigerator and on the line. But with what they could salvage from the freezer, they transferred to their Century Square location and started cooking.
We had that fortune. We had a lot of people that came, and we were just basically going through the food that we had and serving anybody that we could. We served first responders for free, and we had a line out the door all day long for 2 or 3 days.
Livingston says the hits were from all angles. The absence of food and electricity at one location, along with water issues, the losses just started piling up.
Right now, losses are probably with sales and food and lost wages in the I don't know. It's hard to say. It's somewhere between $25,000 and $50,000.
In the midst of the chaos and devastation, Laura's will to serve the community did not go unnoticed and now has these new customers because of it.
That was part of the reason. My husband is an EMT and he works for the county now. So anytime we see somebody that's very pro first responders, that kind of thing, we definitely like to support them.
Livingston says next week rent is due at both restaurants. The electricity and insurance will have to be paid, and she's currently calculating payroll and says all bills will have to be paid regardless if you have missed a week of sales. Reporting in College Station, Hannah King, 25 News.